All right, guys, it's just a pop-up video, and it ain't even scripted. This is just something that I felt because I watched this episode yesterday. I'm gonna give you a little bit of spiel. We're gonna watch a couple of clips, and then after that, I'm gonna give you my final thoughts. I'm a man, and I still have my father in my life. I still have my mother in my life as well, and I think going through life, us as kids, we find almost every reason to blame our parents, and mostly it seems like the fathers get the most blame, and we grow up and we just blame our father and blame our father. And what happens as we get older, that wedge go deeper and deeper into our relationship until your relationship is non-existing. And I watched My Hero Academia, and I saw this episode. I'm gonna be honest, it really made me cry. Because one thing about me, I had a relationship, or didn't really have a relationship with my father a couple of years ago. Um, I purposely quit my job to come home and get things right. And that's the best thing that I ever done. So I want to just leave it right there. I want to watch these clips that really made me get into my field, and then I'm going to give you my final thoughts. All right?
What can I do for my family? Where do I begin? These questions keep me up at night. Take it! Get out of my way!
I want to say we're just now getting the backstory of Endeavor and his family. This is season 5, and right there, he didn't hit his wife, but that's the way how anime hit their people. So it's really showed that he hit his wife, which is his son, mother. So yeah, let's keep going.
That was your fault. You're the one who made her hurt me. I know nothing about my brother because you didn't want him to have anything to do with us failures. For some reason, Mom and Sis are both ready to forgive you for how you treated us. But to me, you're still the maniac bastard who ruined our family. You still neglected us. Mom screams. Shoto's crying. What happened to our big brother, Toya? You may have had a change of heart, but you can't waltz in here and think we'll accept you. How disgusting can you be?
Man, so when we have problems that's not dealt with, we can harvest anger and it can be displaced. Right now, it looks like they have a reason to be mad or upset at their father. Let's keep going.
Dad is compromising and making an effort. Mom's even started acting more cheerful. I thought maybe we could act like a real family for once, you know?
I still can't forgive you for what you did to Mom, and that's my choice to make. As for being my father, I'll have to watch your actions to see if you earn that. What does it mean to be a symbol?
Guys, this is like real life stuff right here. It's an anime. You may say it's a cartoon. You need to figure out the difference between anime and a cartoon. But it's an anime. But this is real life. This stuff goes on. Let's keep going.
Natsuo, I'd like to try your cooking next time.
Thanks for the meal, sis. I showed like I said I would, but now I'm done.
Wait!
Sorry, but I just can't do this. Mom put up with a monster until he pushed her past the breaking point. He ruined her. I can't forgive him so easily. I don't know how to feel about the old man.
I got a problem with that. Actually, I have a problem with that in my adulthood. I was just like him. What you don't know is you don't know. The biggest problem is that you don't know what you don't know. See, you a child and you feel like you're entitled. You feel like you are owed something. And you feel like your feelings are valid. And for the most part, your feelings could be valid. But you have never been a father before. And until you have a child or have somebody you look after, you would never understand how many times you're going to mess up. Your kids will look at you as the scum of the earth sometimes, but yet and still they still love you deep within. It's just got to be something to pull it out. And kids, so I just want to say really think about how much you're hurting your father while you're here, because tomorrow may not be here for either one of you.
Are you hurt?
Get off of me!
I'm sorry. I swear, I never meant to neglect you children. I ran from my troubles, left you responsible for too much.
It'll be a cold day in hell before I ever forgive you. You got it? You see, I'm not a kind person like Shoto is.
It's okay if you don't forgive me.
Whenever you're around us, Sis seems so happy. And me, when I see your face, all those memories rush back. Why should I have to get over my feelings when everything's your fault?
Guys, so this is why it pays to have serious conversations, because on one hand you heard the words what he said, and that is valid. When a child say, why do I have to get over for something that wasn't my fault? That's valid. Everybody that been there before. But you see the tears, you see the hurt. Like, that was the first time his father has ever said, I'm sorry. And he felt it was sincere. That's all he wanted. Your true feelings is going to come out regardless of what you want to say and what you want to happen. So I want to say this. If you have a problem with your father, let's handle it right now. Because you do not know what's going to happen. You don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. See, you sit here, you're not calling your father. You're not going to check on your father. And he's still alive. Like, that's my biggest problem. Your father is right over there. You can go and talk to your father. You can pick up the phone and call your father. You can ask your father, hey, let's have a conversation. Let's chat. But you are so selfish and you are so stuck in your own ways. You are holding on to something what happened 10 years ago, 15 years ago. You cannot get by what happened years ago. You can't get by in your life right now. You can't have a good relationship with your father right now because of something what happened 20 years ago. Where the love at? Where is the forgiveness at? Oh, and by the way, forgiveness is for you. See, a lot of people don't forgive because they feel like they've forgiven that person and they want that person to hurt just as bad as you're hurting. You want him, you want your father to hurt just as bad, just as much as you hurting. But forgiveness is not for that person. Forgiveness is for you. So see, when you forgive your father, that takes a burden, a weight, some chain and ball off of your shoulders, and it get thrown into the river, never to be seen again. But yet and still, you want to be so selfish with the time you have here on life. You want to be so insecure. You want to still have a childlike mind that you can't say, you know what? This been going on for far too long. My God, like, why do I have to be the first person to call? Why do it have to be me? Why? Here's why I have to be you. Because if everything go according to plan when it comes to life, your dad is going to die first. Your dad is going to get out of here. And you're going to be left with the hurt. You're going to be left with the regret. You're going to be left with a pain that would never go away. Yeah, it's going to happen. You want to know why? Because deep down, you really care. You saw them tears, Natsu shed it. Regardless of the verse he said, you saw them tears. Deep down, you really care. And you feel like you have all this time to get things right. Also, you waiting for your father to come to you first. And I'm just telling you, if you don't make that move, when your father go, you're going to play the tough role. You're going to be like, oh, yeah, I'm good. But when you sleeping at night and you wake up in them cold sweats, you wake up with them tears pouring down your face. Sometimes you at work and you just bust out in the shed. You're driving down the road and you think of a memory, or you see a billboard that reminds you of a time of your father. You're going to wish you would have took time out and got it right with your father. You're going to wish. Because that's a pain that you would never be able to get rid of if you don't get rid of it right now. I'm going to say this and I'm going to let you go. You will stay stuck in the past if you don't make a future. I'm going to say that a goddamn again. You will stay stuck in the past if you do not make a future. See, you saw Natsu right here. They was trying to have family time, but he just came and he went. He didn't stay there and make memories. And that's what happened with me and my father. When I was out there driving trucks, when I was in Indiana, when I was in California, when I was in Montana, when I was in Rhode Island. And when I would think about my father, I would think about all the bad stuff we went through. Me and my dad got in fist fights. We done got in intense arguments. And I would just think about all of that. But it wasn't until I took myself off the road and I came home that I said, you know what? We're going to make good memories. So now me and my dad, we laugh together. We go out. We have food together. We talk about old times together. We do store runs together. We do all of that. So all the good memories that me and my father done accumulated right now, to me, it outweighs what happened in the past. It really does. It really does. So I'm saying, if you don't get it right with your father right now, whoever it is, whoever this message is for, if you don't get it right now, I'm telling you, you're not ready for that day when your dad passed away first and you have to stay here living on earth and you didn't get it right before your father left. That would be a day you probably wish that you never was born, because them are feelings and emotions that you are not ready for. You have been warned.